Helm him, hope he doesn't see Deathrite activate Sissy Wash. Ensnare, use Tez on top Mox, play Leyline. Next turn, fetch Helm. Ensnare now, use Tez. It doesn't. Ensnare and then use Tez to upkeep drain. Yes. You have one card in hand so they can't attack this Kappa. Activate Helm in response to drain. I don't think he's going to be that stupid. I think he's just going to attack me. Both of these lines are bad. We're just draining our time, our clock, our precious clock. Ugh. It's tough. It's tough. It's tough. I'm trying to think about how I want to do it. Not with bridge in play. I'm gonna try this line even though it's probably wrong. Play the other Tez. There's no other bridge in the list, Tez. Happy trees. Esports says, am I missing something? Tez on tap, you have 10 mana, double tap from Opal. Oh fudge, I did. It maybe used the black mana, didn't it? Oh man. Yeah, that's game then. It's fine. It's if we're gonna lose it anyway, it's better that he doesn't know. Like, it's better that he doesn't know. We need 2 bridges, says Happy. They're so expensive though, man. Yeah, I just noticed that he used up the black mana. I don't remember clicking it, Angel. I think it just decided for me. Okay, so post board, the way you want to play is you bring in the Deluge. He's a creature deck. You don't have enough time to play Stasis now. Just fine. He's an Abrupt Decay deck. I want to be on my 4 and 5 CMC permanents anyway, except for ChAlice. ChAlice is the exception. Chains is still good in this matchup. What was I missing, says Sporks? Because he can drain us. Sporks, you were counting the damage mana. So Ancient Tomb deals damage to yourself, Sporks. You take damage when you use it. So we weren't able to, because of the Deathrite drain, we were at 4 life. That's what you were not taking into account. I think I'm just supposed to still be Helm combo. I think I'm supposed to still... Whoa, Chalice, what are you doing over there? I think I'm supposed to still be Helm combo. And then we could either run a 1-up Jace, or we could run some Lodestones. Tez into bridge. Oh, absolutely misdirection, but... I mean, I think I just should bring in the sweepers. Oh, no, Dak out. If I'm not gonna... I don't know if I have time for you. He's just a value play, whereas Lodestone might be better. Just slam a Lodestone. Correct, he doesn't lose to mill until he draws the card, Spork. Yeah, he would drain us before. It was a complex board state. I mean, we needed some things to go very interestingly for us. And they did not. Not interestingly, but just... I'll cut the Ral and run another Lodestone. Okay. What's the last change? You got the forces, you got the misdirection. Are we still running enough blue to make it happen? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16? Not really. I like just keeping the lodestone as a transmute target. Let's go with the Jace to up the blue count. What is that then? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 17. That's pushing it. I just can't justify any more of these other blue cards. We don't have enough time for stasis. I'd really like to get a Helm win and then switch over to Bolus. Doesn't Tezzy untap? Red source, you explosives for 3. He had 3 different types of permanent Sark here. He had a 1, a 2, and a 3. This hand's much faster. Even though it's got double opal. Excuse me, this is a triple opal hand. Hold up. I don't know if I can keep that. That's not very good. No. Mulligan. They're all kind of spread out. I didn't notice it was triple opal hand. This hand has some of the stuff we want. It does need another mana source. But I think I'm still supposed to keep this. It's got the Toxic. It's got the Tezzeret. It didn't have the Leyline opener. We were kind of trying to mull for that as well. So I put the 4th one in. Do we have another vault? Yes, we did. Yes, I did, Happy Trees. I think we dead no matter what to the Death Threat upkeep. Yeah, Kappa, we were. I've considered Pernicious in that Robopod list, except the problem is it would toast way too many of our, it wouldn't synergize well with some of our cards. Alright, so this is that awkward place where, what's funny is ChAlice on 0 is relevant in this matchup. And I don't want him to Thoughtseize this again. ChAlice on 0 turns off the Ancestral. Thank you so much, Turkey, for the follow. We could have Helm with Vault, we're so stupid. Happy Trees, I needed another activation. That's not true. We had the Tezzeret minus. We didn't have enough mana to do it, Happy Trees. Hold ChAlice the Siwash. No, I'm glad I played it because him to Turok. And now I can still, if I top deck, land. Nope. So a soul land lets me play the Leyline. A regular land, any normal land lets me cast the Deluge. Another him? Okay. When you mull to 5 and your opponent double hymns you. Oh, nice, another Deluge. Alright. Sweet. And now we're in trouble. No, we're not. Yeah. He's a him deck. Absolutely play lands. Absolutely. Ancestral, wow, it's not going to resolve unless you seat. Nice, hey, we're drawn out of it. Your Ancestral isn't going to resolve unless he abrupt decays the ChAlice, which he may. Death Red Shyamalan. Rights of Refusal. No, I haven't. I have not, Dully. Was it? Nice. I'll take your word for it, dude. Liliana? There goes my Deluge. Maybe I should have just used it on the Shaman. I probably should have just used it on the Shaman. I feel like this is also just a tough... Oh, now we draw the Force. I can't even harsh cast it, though. It's okay. Deck is this, Snafu? I retweaked the Stasis deck, but it's not doing too hot against Mr. Bug Control over here. Or it's Charlotte's Bug, excuse me. That's okay. I mean, we didn't pay for the match. We used our winnings from the vintage match. We used our winnings for the vintage match to play, so it doesn't break my heart. We didn't use precious tickets. We used play points. We used Monopoly fun money to play. At what point did we draw the ley line? Maybe I could have tried to helm combo sooner. Did we have? I just wonder. I'm just thinking out loud now. Did we have the ley line, or did we draw it like the turn before we pooped out a bunch of dudes? In which I couldn't have gone for it. Do you remember, Jack? Because I'm just wondering if maybe I threw it away. I got too greedy with the stasis. Okay, Mox, great draw. Oh, no, it's not. We're ChAlice on 0 to turn off the Ancestral, which means I can't cast it. Unfortunately. That is the one drawback to ChAlice on 0. Okay, well now I can. I mean, he's getting Ancestral first. We'll discard Force to Liliana Plus, then we'll play the Mox. Nemesis says I had the ley line for several turns. Why is this not modern? You could have done it a turn earlier, says Trees. Alright, see Jack. Good luck, man. Oh, lose the hand anyway. Oh man, 3 him to Turok. Whew. Brutal. Helm is the reason to play a black deck besides Liliana. I mean, card is stupid good right now. People don't believe me when I say that. I miss all our him to Turok decks, man. They're so good. It's such a good card. But if Helm as soon as he gets to 4? No, Tezzeret's already on 4 Happy Trees. So Tezzeret the Seeker starts at 4 Loyalty. That's one of the reasons he's sweet with the combo, because you can immediately Helm. Immediately. Helmed and then slam Leyline. Well, hindsight's 20/20 though, Happy Trees. Not worried about it. Take through time does get me out of this, unfortunately. You know what Bug Pod though has that this deck doesn't have? We were running what were we running? A more reasonable mana base. I'm not trying to shove Wasteland and Tabernacle into it. Like everything was either a soul land or a colored source, whereas in this deck I have 2 lands that aren't just utility. Wasteland and 4 lands that are just utility. I'll try to mess with the mana base some. That's a 7/8 Goyf. Whew. You don't see him often, guys. You don't see him that big often. You need to untap the Opal for second black to cast Leyline on the turn before, says Nemesis. I just wish I'd seen the line. I didn't see it, Nemesis. I got too excited about my stasis. Alright, Jace as well. Yeah! Alright, we're dead. Concede. Unfortunate. Furnace. Okay. Yeah, I mean, like something that we don't have in this list that I have in the pod deck. We were running, what was it? Let's look at the differences between the mana base. There's several. Bug Pod, or excuse me, Robopod runs 22 land. This one runs 23. That's because I don't really count Tabernacle as a land drop. But we were running 3 Dark Slicks, and I think that's correct also in the other deck. I need to just find some utility lands to trim for the next version, and then maybe it'll work just fine. I don't know. It's just not necessarily the card composition. I think it's the land composition. The mana base. 7/8 Goyf. Robopod. I didn't see a tribal fox. Let's see. Planeswalker, sorcery, instant, artifact, land creature. That's 6. One more. Oh, there was an enchantment, Fox. I don't remember whose it was, if it was mine or his. There was an enchantment.